station of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good evening, everybody. My name is Ron Chuckett, and we have a special for you tonight, this Monday, the 8th day of February, 2021. We have reached Memorial Day in our replay, so standings kind of count now. And we have a doubleheader from the Polo Grounds in Manhattan. It'll be the Giants and the Dodgers playing two, and you'll see every batter for both games tonight on this special Monday night stream. Don't normally stream on Monday nights, but you get a doubleheader tonight. It is the Giants and the Dodgers. The Giants are 2 games behind the Cardinals and the Phillies for first in the National League. The Dodgers are 3.5 back in 4th place. The Dodgers will go with Rex Barney, sign him to a contract in Game 1, while Monty Kennedy is looking for a 6th win of the year for the Giants. Weather is good, and we should have a couple hours of fun, frolicking baseball entertainment for you right now. So let's get to it, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949 tonight from the Polo Grounds in New York City. It is the old rivals, the New York Giants, with Monty Kennedy on the hill, and the Brooklyn Dodgers with Rex Barney on the hill. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalAdice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so Monty Kennedy gets the call in Game 1 for the Gents. He is 5-0 with a 1.97 ERA. He is 27 years old. He is a fastball pitcher at 86 and a ground ball pitcher. He faced the Dodgers and beat them on April 27th. His last appearance, and it was indeed a start, was a short one against the Cubs on the 25th. 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. So overall, Kennedy at 59 in a third innings, 59 hits. He's yet to allow a home run. 15 runs, 13 earned. He has walked 21 and struck out 29. And as I said, he is 5-0 with a 1.97 ERA. The lineup he'll face in Game 1, Pee Wee Reese. It is indeed a beautiful night for baseball, and we are indeed playing two. Pee Wee Reese leads off at short for Brooklyn. McCormick in left. He'll bat second. Carl Furillo will bat third in Game 1 and play right field. Jackie Robinson, having an MVP year, will clean up at second base. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. Duke Snyder in center will hit 6th. Roy Campanella, the catcher, will bat 7th. Mixis at third will bat 8th. And Rex Barney, who most of you know as the PA announcer from the Baltimore Orioles, especially when they were at Memorial Stadium, will bat 9th. Defensively for the Giants, Whitey Lockman is a 7 and a 4 in left. Bobby Thompson is a 9 and a 6 in center. Willard Marshall is an 8 and a 9 in right. Good defense for the Giants. Sid Gordon is a 4 at third. Jack Lorkey is a 3 at short. Billy Rigney is a 3 at second. Johnny Mize a 6 at first. Walker Cooper a 5 and a 5 behind the plate. And Kennedy is a 3 on the mound with a .941 fielding percentage and should go right around 130 pitches. So with all that, Pee Wee steps in at 277, 4 homers, and 26 RBI. Let's get ready for 2. Freddie Banks was in the National League. He'd want to be here. And there's a line drive to center field. Lorkey did not leap for that one, and it starts with a single. So Brooklyn 21 and 18. The Giants 23 and 17. Game 39 for Brooklyn. and game 40 rather for Brooklyn, and game 41 for New York. Mike McCormick at 217, no homers, and 8 RBI. And there's a fly ball to shallow center. Thompson climbs the hill, 1 out. So that brings up Ferrillo at 300, 8 homers, and 40 RBI. There are 8 doubleheaders today in baseball. Everybody's playing 2. And they'll do the same on the 4th of July. Pitch to Ferrillo. Into left field. Lockman will track that one down for the second out, and Reese retreats back to first. So here's Jackie Robinson hitting .388, 3 homers, and 28 RBI. Tom Brady's in attendance tonight. He and Giselle didn't go to Disney World after winning his 7th Super Bowl. He decided to come to a stream instead. Pitch to Robinson is a slow ground ball to Lorkie over to first, and that will retire the side. The Dodgers get a hit but do not score. Half an inning in the books. Brooklyn nothing. Here comes the Giants. So Rex Barney has a save and an ERA of 5.52. He is making his 6th start of the year. He's 24 years old. Fastball pitcher, throws it hard at 93. His last appearance was the 25th against the Pirates. 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1, but didn't get a decision. 29 1/3 innings, 26 hits, 5 homers, 19 runs, 18 earned. He's walked 17 and struck out 12. That ERA went from 3.86 to 5.52. He went a relief inning against the Giants on the 28th. He allowed a hit and struck a batter out. And so here's the lineup the Giants will put up for game 1. Jack Lorkie at short will bat first. Whitey Lockman in left will go second. Bobby Thompson in center field will bat third. Marshall in right will clean up. Sid Gordon at third will bat fifth. Johnny Mize at first will bat sixth. Walker Cooper behind the plate will go seventh. Bill Rigney in second will bat eighth. And Kennedy, who threw 16 pitches in his half of the first, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Dodgers, McCormick a 2 and a 4 in left. Snyder a 9 and an 8 in center. Ferrillo an 8 and a 10 in right. Mixis is a 5 at third. Pee Wee Reese is a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson is an 8 at second. Gil Hodges a 9 at first. Campanella a 9 behind the plate with a 6 arm. And Barney, not that great of a fielder, a 2 range with an 8.75 fielding percentage. Lorkie steps in at 318, 4 homers, and 14 RBI. And he draws a walk to start the ball game. Barney in 140 and 2/3 innings, walked 89 in real life and struck out 80. Here's Lockman, Whitey on a 12-game hitting streak. 276, 6 homers, and 21 RBI. Throw to first, Lorkie back. Got another note, by the way, in how to pronounce Used. And it's not Valo. It's kind of like that. Valo. From the Yankee Philly game the other night. So, kind of too bad that these folks aren't around. They can tell us how to pronounce their names. Pitch to Lockman. Ball 4. So Barney has walked them both. And now bring up Bobby Thompson. Bobby at 327, 8 homers and 42 RBI. We can say this now because Lorenzo's not here yet. But Bobby, of course, hit the biggest homer of his life against these Dodgers. This time around, a ground ball to Robinson. Great stop in the hole. To Pee Wee for 1, over to Hodges. That is 2. So there's 2 out, and Lorky moves to third for Willard Marshall. At 356, 3 triples, 2 homers, and 20 RBI. Yes. We've been told that if the Dodgers sweep this doubleheader, there are 5 guest subs waiting to be given out. We'll see. He's not even here. Pitch to Marshall. There's a base hit into left field. Lorky will score. And the Giants are ahead 1-0. That'll bring up Sid Gordon. 306, 12 homers, and 33 RBI. And Sid has 10 doubles already. He's retired. But you're right, it's only 4 p.m. Pacific. Pitch to Gordon. Got him. So Barney got him to swing and miss on a 1-2 fastball, and that will retire the side. Giants get a run. The walks hurt. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They leave a runner on after 1-0 New York. So that'll bring up Gil Hodges at 333. 5 homers and 25 RBI. Kennedy deals a liner to Gordon, 1 out. First pitch. Tribe fan, by the way, on his YouTube channel. Doing a 1971 Tom Seaver replay. Here's Snyder. Duke at 280. 6 homers and 22 RBI. Braves for life, how you doing, John? Nice to have you along. 1-2 tonight between the Dodgers and the Giants for Memorial Day 1949, May 30th. Ball 4. So Snyder draws the walk. Kennedy walked 100 in real life and 223 in the 3rd innings. Here's Campy. Roy at 263, 8 homers and 25 RBI. I'm doing well. Going to be a chilly night here in northern New England. Alexa, what's the weather tonight?
This evening, you can look for cloudy skies, with temperatures around 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So for those of you watching later on YouTube and it reads you something else because your speaker went off, I'm just telling you. So 10 tonight, a little bit of snow, I think, too. Pitch to Campy is a fly ball to left. Lockman will make the catch. And there's 2 out for Mixis. Eddie at 325 with an RBI. Eddie looks so young there, doesn't he? John is still using Action PC Baseball 2020. There's more stuff with the chalkboard, but it pretty much is the same game. Birdie has told me that we are possibly trying to get somebody in the spring from Dave Cook Sports onto Digital Dice. Just throwing it out there. Pitch to Mixis. There goes Snyder. The throw down to Rigney, and Duke has his 2nd stolen base of the year. So he had a 77% chance of taking the base, and he does. So an 0-1 count to Mixis. The tying run in scoring position, 2 out, top of the 2nd. Pitch from Kennedy. Got him! He swings and misses. And that will retire the side. He got him on an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. The Dodgers trained another runner. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 2, 1-0 New York. So Johnny Mize, Walker Cooper, and Bill Rigney to face Barney here in the 2nd. Mize at 305, 8 homers, and 30 RBI. And he draws a walk. Third walk from Barney. Brings up Walker Cooper. Walker at 165, 2 homers and 12 RBI. First to 2 between the Giants and Dodgers for Memorial Day. 72 degrees in Manhattan. Winds are blowing out to left at 6. Center field, Snyder comes in, makes the catch. Mize goes back to first. Isn't it? The Dodger defense outside of McCormick is pretty good. Reese a 9 at short. Robinson an 8 at second. Hodges a 9 at first. Those are all 1s in Strat. Snyder a 9 and an 8. In center, and Ferrillo an 8 and a 10. So you got to figure what? They'd both be one outfielders, with Ferrillo probably being a -4 arm. Yeah, there's a reason why the Dodgers were so good. Here's Rigney at 318, 3 homers and 15 RBI. Pitch to Bill is a ground ball, base hit left side. And so they have 2 on and 1 out, and Monty Kennedy's in a bunting situation. Monty at 190 with a triple and 1 RBI. So Mixis and Hodges play for the bunt. Mize on second, Rigney on first. Kennedy squares, the bunt is down. Barney's throw is to first. Robinson will cover, and the sacrifice works. So 1-4. So 2 in scoring position, Mize and Rigney. Lorky walked to start the ball game. Barney, his first 9 on 45 pitches as the cat settles in behind the computer. An inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Cat gives me a dirty look. Pitch to Lorky. Got him! Barney got him with a 2-2 in there at the knees for strike 3. So the Giants leave 2 on. No runs, a hit, and no errors. After 2, 1-0 Giants. Yep, I like that too. Play results are on the screen this time around. Chalkboard got some work, John. And of course, if you want to play the 2020 season, the easiest way to do that is to buy the 2021 game. Here's Rex Barney at 200, 2 for 10, with 4 strikeouts. Kennedy delivers. Got him! He took strike 3, an 87-mile-an-hour fastball right down Broadway, and there's 1 out. Brings up Pee Wee Reese, who's singled his first time up. Kennedy, his first 9 on 31 pitches. 2 1/3 innings. A hit. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Pitch to Pee Wee. Base hit left center field. Drops in front of Lockman, and that's the second hit for the Dodgers. The good thing is, with the ball now being always on the screen, I know when errors happen now, which hasn't been the case before. Here's Mike McCormick. He's 0 for 1. Throw to first. Pee Wee goes to second. The throw goes past Mize, and it rolled right by him. So they tried to pick him off, and the play failed, and Pee Wee goes to second base. So the Dodgers have the tying run on, and 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Kennedy deals to third. Gordon looks Reese back, throws to Mize for the out. So 2 out for Carl Ferrillo, who is 0 for 1. So Kennedy 1 out away from getting out of the jam of his own making. That was an E1, by the way. Ground ball to Rigney, and that will play him. And so the Giants make 2 errors in the inning. Reese moves over to third. Ferrillo on first, and Robinson is 0 for 1. Jackie having a marvelous year. His OPS at the moment is 1,002. The pitch. Fly ball center field. Thompson settles under it. And all that just to retire the side. Brooklyn, no runs, a hit, and 2 errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here at the Polo Grounds. 1-0 Giants. So Lockman, Thompson, and Marshall. Whitey walked his first time up. One of the 3 for Barney on the afternoon. Line drive to Reese. 1 out. Polo Grounds. Tough to get hits in, especially for lefties. It's -7%. Righties, it's league average. But home runs, it's easy. Short down the line and right, 250 feet or something like that. 68% plus. Lefty, about 280 down the line, and still about 36% higher chance of a home run. Thompson strikes out. He got him on an 0-2 on the outside corner, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Barney's pitching well. So 2 out for Marshall, who singled and drove home Lorkey in the first. The game's lone run. Into right center field. Snyder has all day and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Giants go in order. We go to the 4th. It's 1-0 New York. So, we're going to get a full baseball season this year. Spring training will start, about 10 days or so. Let's hope that cooler heads prevail and a new CBA can be hammered out, so we don't have another stoppage. We haven't had one since '95. Here's Hodges. Gill is 0 for 1. I saw a picture of Gill today when he managed the Washington Senators. We think it was from 1964, where they installed a bowling alley in the field at what is now RFK Stadium. Pretty cool, huh? To 3rd, Gordon leaps and makes the catch. 1 out. So here's Snyder. Duke stole 12 on the year, by the way. Just had a second in the replay. He walked and stole a base his first time up. That is a long drive to right, and we're tied at 1. So the Duke of Flatbush might be the Earl of Harlem there. That's his 7th of the year, right down the line at 268 feet. We said it was easy to hit a home run here. And Duke Snyder said, yep, just like I know what I'm doing. So the Dodgers have tied this one at 1. And now I'll bring up Campanella, who's 0 for 1. Kennedy rubs up a new baseball and delivers. Line drive past a diving Rigney, and the Dodgers have another hit. That's their 4th. And now I'll bring up Mixis, who struck out his first time up. You guys are awful quiet tonight. Pitch from Kennedy. There's a fly ball to left center field. Thompson has 9,000 acres to move back and makes the catch. 2 away. 2 out for Barney, who struck out his first time up. Kennedy still pitching rather well. He's looking for win number 6 on the year. Barney, a slow roller to Mize, underhands it to Kennedy, and that will retire the side. But Duke Snyder's home run down the line and right has tied this game. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-1. Super Bowl hangover. Yep. So here are the standings. Cardinals, who you'll see tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific against the Dodgers, are in first at 24-14. Take a look at these standings. These actually mean something now. The Phillies are 26-16. The Giants 2 back, but they've lost 7 of 10. The Dodgers 7-11 on the road, but 14-7 in the friendly confines of Ebbets Field. The Braves are 4.5 back, and the Pirates, the Cubs, and the Reds are doing their best 62 Mets impression. In the American League, the Yankees have won 9 straight, and they have a 1.5 lead over Washington and 3 games in hand. The A's are 5.5 back. The amazing thing about Washington is that they have a run differential of -6. Cleveland is 6 back. Detroit 8 back. The Red Sox are 10 back. You'll see Cleveland and Boston Wednesday night in prime time. And St. Louis and Chicago are still arguing about who gets the Cardinals. Too busy of a weekend. So here's Gordon. He struck out his first time up. We did the pre-play Saturday night, of course, for the Super Bowl, and using Pro Strategy Football 2021. And I did not see the Chiefs getting blown out in that game. Pitch to Gordon. There's a fly ball to center field. Snyder, 1 out. Johnny Mize walked his first time up. I will say that I thought the Chiefs were woefully unprepared for that game. And when Mateu gave Brady the business after one of those scores, I knew it was over. Kansas City wasn't coming back from that. Their heads had been played with. Pitch to Mize is popped up right side. You got 9 acres of foul territory here. And it got out. So full count to Mize. And 1 out. Barney deals. Popped up. Campanella takes off the mask, goes to the screen, and makes the catch in foul territory. 2 out. The cat is now, I think, trying to eat the cable going into the modem. Oh, she got caught, so she moved. Oh, Tripin, I just got that. That, I think, was the worst halftime show I ever watched on mute. We're running around with, looks like jock straps on your face. Cooper is 0 for 1. I've never even heard of that person before, but then again, I'm not in the demographic for the halftime show. Ball 4. Walker draws a walk. 4th walk for Barney and 2 out for Rigney. Bill singled. He's 1 for 1. 1-1 to score. Getting buffering on my screen. Okay, and yeah, so Tribe Fan says that's when you decided to bust out the Strat and film the Seaver Game 4. Pitch to Rigney is a fly ball to left. McCormick should get that, and he does. And that will retire the side. The Giants leave a runner on. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the 5th, 1-1. So Kennedy, 18 batters deep, 62 pitches. 4 innings, 4 hits. The home run to Snyder. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Pee-wee's 2 for 2. Ground ball to Rigney, over to first, 1 out. Brings up McCormick, who's 0 for 2. And he hits a base hit into center field. He's digging for 2. Thompson's throw, not in time. And that's the 4th double of the year. John, that's new this year, too. So if you have a double, triple, or a homer, it will tell you right on the screen what number that is. I could see that being used in the hockey game for goals and assists. Carl Furillo was 0 for 2. So the Dodgers had the go-ahead run on. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Furillo, that's going to drop into right center for a base hit. McCormick will round third and try and score. Marshall will throw home. Cooper not in time. And so it's 2-1 Brooklyn. And that brings up Jackie Robinson. Jackie is 0 for 2. Furillo on first. Cooper and Kennedy have a conversation. And there's a base hit into right center field. Marshall will pick it up. And so the Dodgers have got something cooking here in the fifth. They got one in with runners on first and second for Hodges, who's 0 for 2. Kennedy deals. Struck him out. He doesn't strike out very often, but Gill looked at a 1-2 at the belt on a rainbow curve, and there's 2 out. For Snyder, who has homered and walked. He's 1 for 1. Kennedy from the stretch. Into right field. Marshall will get that. And we're halfway home here in game 1. The Dodgers pull ahead with a run on 3 hits and no errors. They leave on 2. My nose itches like crazy. Aren't you glad to know that? After 4.5, it's Brooklyn 2, New York 1. So if you joined us late, here's how we got here. Willard Marshall singled home Jack Lorkey in the first to make a 1-0 Giants. Brooklyn failed to score on a hit and 2 errors in the third. In the fourth, Duke Snyder, a solo shot to right, tied the game at 1. And just a moment ago, Carl Furillo's RBI single made it 2-1 Brooklyn. Rex Barney's only allowed 2 hits through 4. And Kennedy is allowed 7 through 5 and 2 runs. So, and only 5 walks so far in the game. Kennedy sacrificed bunt his first time up. Pitch from Barney. Got him. So Rex got him on a 2-2 curve at 86, a hard one on the inside corner, and there's 1 out. So Barney through 18 batters, 98 pitches. This will be a bullpen game for Brooklyn. 4 1/3 innings, 2 hits. He has walked 4 and struck out 4. The run is earned. Lorkey has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Got him. That's 5 now for Barney as Lorkey swings and misses on a curve. Again, Rex throws out hard curveball. And it's worked. So here's Lockman. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch. There's a fly ball to center field. Snyder retreats halfway to the Bronx and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the 6th here in game 1. 2-1 Dodgers. So Campanella, Mixis, and Barney to face Kennedy here in the 6th. Roy is 1 for 2 with a single. Ball 4. Second walk given up by Kennedy. And he took an 80-mile-an-hour curve up high for ball 4 on 4 pitches. Here's Mixis. He can bunt. So we're playing them in at the corners, waiting for the bunt. Gordon and Mize come in. Mixis 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ground ball to Gordon. Only play is to first. Mize stays on the bag. Campanella moves to second. 1 out. So here's Barney. Again, they play for the bunt with 1 out. Barney 0 for 2. Ground ball to Gordon. Campanella will stay this time. 2 out. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. He is 2 for 3, a single twice. Kennedy threw 27 batters, 93 pitches. 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, a home run allowed. That was to Snyder. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Someone asked me where I got the ballpark pictures for this. I know they come from the high heat game from about 20 years ago, but don't ask me where I got them from. Best thing, if you're looking for mods from the game, where did I steal them from? I stole them from baseballfever.com. No, I got them off the Action PC forums. And so, if you're ever looking specifically for something from an Action PC game, I'd ask there. Here's Pee Wee. He's 2 for 3. Ground ball to Kennedy over to first, and that will retire the side. Campanella stays at second. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Bottom 6 here at the Polo Grounds. Dodgers 2, the Giants 1. So Bobby Thompson's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he is your Maldito Beer secret player of the game. And if someone hits an inappropriate home run off of your team, will reach and open up a cold Maldito, because that's what you're going to be screaming when Bobby Thompson beats you in 51. Pitch to Bobby. Ball 4. Yeah, I'm surprised. We told him over and over again it was a 4 o'clock start, so. You get 2 for the price of 1. Nope, he is not here. I want to know who another TV viewer is. Comes to a lot of my things, but doesn't say much of anything. He says that that Siri tells him, sets alarms for him. But it is dinner time, I suppose. Here's Marshall. Willard is 1 for 2 with an RBI. And by the way, speaking of Baseball Fever, I posted a game over there. Good to see the ballpark section still busy. The team stuff doesn't draw flies. I'm surprised. Pitch to Marshall. Ball 4. Thank you. I saw that, and I got your message, and 2 people spammed me for stuff in private messages. I don't know how old they were, but yeah. Here's Gordon. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. You get good discussions on the history forum. I mean, I know, Brad, that you're incredibly intelligent when it comes to these things. History is excellent always. That's good. So if you're looking for like fantasy stuff, baseballfever.com, and you can get into a variety of different things over there. And there's actually some discussion about Stratomatic. Pitch to Gordon in a moment as Campy and Barney have a word. There's a fly ball to center. Snyder going back there, makes the catch. Thompson will tag and go to third. The throw to Mixis is not in time. We'll post some stuff over there. So Thompson on third, Marshall on second. 1 out for Mize, who has walked. He's 0 for 1. So the tying run on third and the go-ahead run on second. Barney at 120 pitches. It's a warm day here in Manhattan, 76 degrees. The wind's now blowing out to 10. Out at 10 to center. Pitch to Mize. There's a fly ball to right. That's going to be very shallow. Ferrillo makes the catch. Thompson tags and bluffs. Don't make the first out. Don't make the last out on the bases. Walker Cooper is 0 for 1 with a walk. So, yeah, I saw your email giving me a hard time because he doesn't think I have a phone number. Baseball Classics. The cards, I guess, are great looking. Have you had the chance to play? About 400 players who were selected to the All-Star game. That's kind of cool. So from 33 forward, or looking forward to seeing. That'll be tomorrow when work is slow. That's cool. So 2 out, runners on. Okay, nice. That's the way to do it. Then you get a chance to play in an all-star set like that. You don't really care about specific stats. That's just more for fun. Pitch to Cooper. Got him! Barney got out of it. Oh, baby. A 3-2 curve out of the zone. Swung on and missed. And that will retire this side. We go to the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Giants strand 2. It's Brooklyn 2. New York 1. So McCormick, Ferrillo, and Robinson due up here for the Dodgers in the 7th. Brad sorted them by position, so you'll draw random teams and then learn to play. That's nice. So were they pre-cut? Did you have to tear them? How'd that work? Pitch to McCormick, who's 1 for 3. Ball 4. So 3-1 was down and away. Pre-cut and rubber banded. Nice. So Ferrillo at the plate. Carl 1 for 3. He has singled and driven in a run. So you're talking all-time all-stars. Ruth, Fox, Grove, Hubble up to Buster Posey, Christian Yelich, Mookie Betts, and Mike Trout. Pitch to Ferrillo. There goes McCormick. Ground ball is short. Lorkey makes the throw to first, and McCormick moves to second on the hit and run. 1 out. Brings up Jackie. Jackie 1 for 3. Rico Cardi. Well, didn't Rico hit like 340 one year? Jackie Robinson's 1 for 3. Yeah, Willie Hernandez, the 84 Cy Young winner in the American League. Vida Blue. All sorts of fun. Well, Fidrich was an all-star in 76. You imagine someone like Ruth standing at the plate with Fidrich talking to the ball? Pitch to Robinson. Here's a line drive in the left field. That's going to bounce in for a base hit. Gordon should have had it. He did not. And there's runners on the corners and 1 out for Hodges, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pitch to Gill. There goes Robinson. They'll throw down, and Jackie is in there. That's his 9th steal of the year. He had an 81% chance of doing it, and he does. So the Dodgers have runners on second and third and a 1-strike count to Hodges. You're going to have to pitch to Hodges because you got Snyder on deck. This will be a bullpen game for both teams. Pitch to Gill. There's a base hit in the left center field. McCormick will score. Gordon dove, couldn't get there. Robinson will try to score. Lockman picks it up. The throw to Cooper gets away, and Hodges moves up 90. So it's the 3rd Giant error of the ball game. Lockman's throw got past everybody, and it's 4-1 Dodgers. So Kennedy not getting a lot of support from his defense. Here's Snyder. He is 1 for 2, a solo homer and a walk. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. And they've left on 8. The Giants, 1 run, 2 hits, and 3 errors. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And they've left on 6. Pitch to Snyder. There's a slow roller to Mize. Underhands it to Kennedy, and that's an out. So Hodges moves to third. 2 out for Campanella. 1 for 2 with a walk. Kennedy is due up second, by the way, in the bottom of this inning. Campy is singled and walked. 1 for 2. In the left field, Lockman will ride the Schwinn, and that will retire the side. Irv Palika comes in to pitch. How about that? We'll be right back. Time to stretch. So Palika 1-2 with 2 saves and an ERA of 4.29. Pitched against the Giants on April 20th. 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Last went yesterday against the Braves. 2/3 of an inning and a strikeout. So 21 innings, 27 hits, 1 homer. He walked 12 runs rather, and 10 of those are earned. He's walked 15. Couldn't even get it right for him. And struck out 11. He's a baby. He's 21 years old. Fastball pitcher at 88. Doesn't favor the fly ball nor the ground ball. Rigney, pitcher Spot, and Lorky do up for the Giants here in the 7th. Dodgers up 4-1. Rigney 1 for 2. Oops. My browser encountered an error while decoding the video. Well, we're going to hit F5. Looks like I didn't put enough tinfoil on my thing. Oh, welcome to the chat room. Thank you. So Palika's ready. So is Rigney. Start the bottom of the 7th. There's a base hit up the middle. Rigney going for 2. The throw from Snyder not in time, and that will bring up a pinch hitter. So Rigney has his 9th double of the year. And that'll do it for Kennedy. All right. You're written for it. Who can hit a righty? And the answer is Bert Haas. Haas at 200 and 2 RBI, but he hits righties at a 254 clip. So Rigney on second, nobody out, bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Dodgers. 1-2 tonight from the Polo Grounds. Pitch to Haas, there's a base hit into left field. McCormick will cut it off in the alley. Rigney will hold. And the Giants have runners on the corners and nobody out for Lorky, who is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice and walked. But when he walked, he scored. So the Dodgers pen, making you want to open up a cold, crisp bottle of Maldito. And not some yucky flavored seltzer thing. Pitch to Lorky. There's a ground ball foul first base side. And the count goes to 0-2. My daily thing on Facebook, I pretty much said that those hard seltzers were sons of Zima. 0-2 the count to Lorky. Palika deals. Ball 4, and they're loaded. And so the go-ahead run is Whitey Lockman at the plate, and there is still nobody out. Whitey is still working on a 12-game hitting streak. He is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight in Game 1. Now 76 here at the Polo Grounds, and the wind blowing right out to center at 10. Pitch to Lockman. Up the middle. Reese stabs it. His only play is to second. He took it to the bag himself, and it's now 4-2. So Reese had to bend over, pick it up on a hard hop, stepped on the bag, could not throw to first for Lockman. And there's 1 out in a 4-2 ball game. And here's Bobby Thompson. Remember, Bobby is our Maldito player of the game. Rigney and Buddy Kerr had been a rare keystone combo to start the All-Star game the previous year in 48. One of my ample producers tells me. Buddy's on the bench. He must have been hurt. Pitch to Thompson. Up the middle, past Jackie Robinson. That's a base hit. Lockman goes to third. The run scores, and it's 4-3. Rigney would lose his job later this year. Remember, the Giants were right around a 500 team in real life. To Hank Thompson. And, of course, Rigney would go on to manage. Hank Thompson, went on to be an all-star himself, while Rigney is most famous today as a manager for the Giants. Loved Willie Mays. Did some time with the A's, too, right? Here's Willard Marshall. He's 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and driven in a run. 4-3 now. The Dodgers' lead has been cut to 1, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Palika deals, and there's a ground ball to Robinson. Lockman will try and score. Throw to Reese for 1, and there is no throw to first. So the Giants have tied this game. So Marshall drives home his second run. It goes 4-6 on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Gordon. Sid is 0 for 3. What is the date? Memorial Day, May 30th, 1949. So the Dodgers have their work cut out for them. Mix this pitcher spot and Reese to face the Giant pen in the 8th. Pitch to Gordon. Snap throw to first. Marshall's back. Curve was low, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Good sized crowd on hand. Good sized crowd watching on the stream. A liner in the left field. McCormick will get there, and that will retire the side. The Giants, however, get 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the 8th. Just what I need is an extra inning game for a doubleheader. 4-4, Brooklyn and New York. So the bullpen is rather short for the Giants. Red Webb. And his 4.03 ERA will come in. Red is 24 years old. Looks super sharp in those glasses, doesn't he? He is a fastball pitcher at 85 and a standard pitcher. On the replay, he has 1 save, an ERA of 4.38. He last pitched on the 27th against the Phillies. 2 innings, 2 hits, a run. It was earned. Didn't walk anybody nor strike out anybody. Overall, 12 in the 3rd innings. 16 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. He has yet to face the Dodgers. On the replay, Mixis is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. And they've left on 9. 4 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Giants. And left on 7. Ground ball to Rigney. By the bag at second. Over to first. And that's an error. That gets away from Mize. That's the 4th error in the game for the Giants. In fact, he threw it over Mize's glove, and that's in the stand. So Mixis goes to second. So red, the color on his face, matches his name. Here's the pitcher spot. May 30th, Memorial Day. So Palika is 0 for 1 in the replay. They're going to pinch hit for him here. Yep, as played. Spider Jorgensen will pinch hit. 270, no homers and 2 RBI. Go-ahead run for the Dodgers is on second. Nobody out, top of the 8th. In a 4-4 tie. Pitch to Jorgensen. There's a little bunt. Cooper snaps it up, throws to first. Rigney there, 1 out. Oh, he might be in game 2. It's a doubleheader. So Mixis moves to third. Pee Wee at the plate. Reese 2 for 4. He has singled twice. Giants playing him in. I gotta play the July 8th game between the Giants and Dodgers. Well, it's got to be on a Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, because those are the ones that we pick from, except for holiday doubleheaders. But why do I need to play that one? Just for giggles. 1 out. Pitch to Pee Wee. There's a base hit in the left field. The Dodgers will go up 5-4. Mixis will score. Thompson picks it up. Oh, that's Thompson and Monty Irvin's MLB debut. First black players in Giants history. Okay. So it brings up McCormick. Mike is 1 for 3. He has doubled and walked and scored twice. So we've had ourselves some offense here in game 1. 5-4 Brooklyn. Pitch from Webb. There's a fly ball to center. Thompson comes in, makes the catch. Well, he gets the Dodgers tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, when the Dodgers host the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's Ferrillo. Carl 1 for 4. He is singled and driven in a run. Mize, Cooper, and Rigney for the Giants in the bottom of the 8th. There's a liner to center. Thompson dives and makes a fantastic catch on the grass. So the Giants give up a run, but that's it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Brooklyn 5, New York 4. And the lefty, Paul Minner, comes in to pitch. Paul is 25. He is a fly ball plus pitcher. The fastball is at 85. Lefty last went on the 29th. So yesterday against the Braves, 2 innings, 2 hits, an unearned run. He walked 1 and struck out 2. He had no decision. 19 in a third innings, 24 hits, 5 homers, 17 runs in total, 16 earned. He walked 11 and struck out 10. Back on April 27th, the Giants Christmas treed him. 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. Nice. Brad met Mines a few years before he died at a baseball card convention. His cousin's father-in-law took him. He was in his 60s, and Mines was his childhood hero. Nice. So Minner, he was still in high school, 1990. I was in college. That's cool. Minner, not much of a fielder. He's a 2. Pitch to Mize is a fly ball to right. Ferrillo going back and makes the catch against the wall. Not a lot of real estate down the line here at the Polo Grounds, and Ferrillo might have only had 254 feet. He used all of them. So 1 out for Walker Cooper, who was 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. A good opener here. 5-4 Brooklyn. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Cooper. Into right field. Ferrillo. That's easier. 2 out. It was John that was talking about the defense for the Dodgers, and it really paid off there. Here's Bill Rigney. Bill is 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, and scored. And Minner has faced 2 batters on 4 pitches. Pitcher spot is next if Rigney should reach. Ball 4. So the intentional walk, a 3-1 curve low. And the Giants will go back to to see who can hit a lefty. Sing it with me, people. Who can hit a lefty? And the answer is a left-handed hitter, Pete Milne. Milne is 0 for 3. 241 hitter on the real year with a homer and 6 RBI. So he is the tying run, and the Giants will have to go back to the bullpen. Pitch to Milne into right field. Ferrillo will make all 3 outs in the inning, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the 9th. The Candyman can because he makes a lot of love and makes the world taste good. 5-4 Dodgers. Tribe fan says they did it for one of his Seaver games. He did it to the tune of Mellow Yellow. Quite right, Seaver. There you go. Dave Coslow will come in. Coslow 2-1 on the year with a save and an ERA of 2.16. Coslow is 29 years old, a fastball pitcher, 85, and a ground ball pitcher. Worked in relief against the Cubs on the 25th. 3 innings, 6 hits. 1 run it was earned, and he struck out 2. So overall, 25 innings, 26 hits, 6 runs all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 12. On the real year, he walked 43 and struck out 64, which for 1949 is pinpoint control. Robinson, Hodges, and Snyder. The Dodgers, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 10 left on. The Giants, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors, and they've left on 8. Jackie is 2 for 4. He has singled twice, stole a base, and scored. Ground ball foul, third base side, and the count is 2-2. For the Giants, top of the lineup in the bottom of the 9th, Lorky, Lockman, and Thompson, and if anybody should reach, Willard Marshall. There's a base hit, left center field, and Robinson's on with a single. Brings up Hodges. Gill is 1 for 4. He is single, driven in 2 with a strikeout. This time around, he drops one down. Coslow picks it up, throws to Rigney covering. And there's 1 out. Robinson in the scoring position. That's a big run. Snyder, 1 for 3. His solo shot in the 4th tied the ball game at 1. Don't forget, we got another game for you right after this. Pitch to Snyder. There's a ground ball to Rigney. Robinson scampers to third. Throw to Mize is in time, and there's 2 out for Roy Campanella. 1 for 3 with a walk. That 1 hit was a single. So 78 degrees. Now a warm day in Manhattan. And the wind is at 8 out to center field. Pitch to Roy. There's a line drive to center field. It's going to drop in front of Thompson. The Dodgers get that insurance run at 6-4. So 6 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. They've left 10 on. Here's Mixis. Minner's spot due up. Mixis is 0 for 4. He has struck out and scored. This time around, Campanella was trying to steal. That's kind of strange. And ball 1 up and in. Campy couldn't get a jump. This time around, a ground ball to third. Gordon over to first, and that will retire the side. The Dodgers get a big run on 2 hits and no errors. Tommy Brown comes into play left field for McCormick. Tribe fan, he was talking to you about the Indians rebuild, by the way. Brown a 5 and a 6. Lorky is 0 for 2. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Pitch to Lorkey. Line drive, left field. Back goes Brown in the corner, 1 out. A long, loud out. Last chance for Whitey Lockman to increase his hitting streak to 13 games. Why does Joplin, Missouri not have a professional football team? And Tribe Fan responds, if they trade Ramirez, I don't like that. But they are building their power hitting around Franmil Reyes. Because then Kansas City would want one. You get a Maldito beer for that. Pitch to Lockman is a ground ball base hit, so the hitting streak goes to 13. That'll do it for Minner. The Royals got Santana from the Indians. Yep. Jack Banta comes in to pitch. We got a pitching change. This game is coming to you from the Polo Grounds in Manhattan. Jack Banta looking like Aubrey Plaza in that picture. Even got the lazy eye and everything. Banta is 24. Fastball pitcher at 92 and a flyball pitcher. Last pitch 2 days ago against the Braves. 2/3 of an inning and 1 walk. Overall, 38 innings, 35 hits, 17 runs all earned, 3 homers, 18 walks, 18 strikeouts. And he's 2-0 with a 4.03 ERA. That, by the way, last night was the first start with no touchdowns by Mahomes since high school. So Bobby Thompson, the tying run at the plate, he's 1 for 3. He has singled, walked, struck out, and drove in his 43rd run of the year. 6-4 Brooklyn, bottom of the 9th. Throw to first, Lockman back. Now goes to Thompson. There's a ground ball to short. Reese stabs for 1. Robinson over to first. Bobby will beat it out. Yep, Mark, they're playing a full year this year, 162. Willard Marshall is 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. That hit is a single, and this is the last chance saloon for the Giants here in Game 1. So Banta in a save situation. He had 3 on the real year. Throw to first, Thompson back. Yeah, the Royals, they stockpile all that talent, got a 2-year run of the World Series, and beat the Mets. Yep, I figured you were talking about the Royals. Pitch to Marshall in the right field and gone! He has tied the ball game on a 2-out home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here it is again. He hits a Mendoza. Absolutely. Open up the Maldito there, Aunt Minnie. It's 6-6. So the Giants are going to go extras. Maybe. Here is, Maldito beer is unavailable at the concession stands. It would have been Rheingold. Have you had the 10-minute head today? Rheingold beer. Gordon is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. So the Giants get 2 here in the bottom of the 9th to tie it. And we got ourselves a cardiac one, kiddies. Pitch to Gordon. Struck him out. Dodgers thought they had it in the bag. They didn't. That's why they call it Coogan's Bluff. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. Willard Marshall, his 2-out, 2-run shot sends us to extra innings. We go to the 10th, 6-6. So Kozlow to face the pitcher spot. That slogan would never fly today. I can't believe it flew then, to be honest. Banta 0 for 11 on the year. Billy Cox is in the pinch hit. Cox at 190 and 6 RBI. The stairs do still exist. You remember Polo Grounds 1957, right? One of the oddest ducks ever to post on a message board. Was part of Baseball Fever was actually part of the spearheading effort to get that staircase redone. 10-minute head. That's a good trip to the bathroom or a good trip to the bedroom. Hey, wherever you enjoy your Rheingold. See what I did there? Doesn't really matter. Sometimes the couch works just as well. I was happy to see that Gary was still posting his pictures and stuff over there and was a mod with you. Pitch to Cox. Speaking of, never mind. Fly ball to center. Thompson goes back, 1 out. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. He is 3 for 5 with an RBI. He singled thrice. The 10-minute head for Rheingold, I think, was right around 69. If you look at pictures from the 69 series, that is on the scoreboard at Shea. Have you timed it? What does it say about the quality of the product is that the foam is there? Some of us have reached out to some estates to solicit papers research. Yeah, Dodger Deb, with varying successes. I should just have you on some night. Just to talk. Such a treasure trove of stuff out there. Pitch to Pee Wee Reese. There's a fly ball to center. Thompson going back there will make the catch. 2 out. Mize, Cooper, and Rigney in the bottom of the 10th for the Giants. Tommy Brown comes up. Biggest online collection of old photos for sure. B. Smiley had some gems when I was there on a regular basis. It's going to take me a long time to go through and see what I've missed. Yes, I did. Bill Burgess' Sports Writers Index. Now, the site has fallen on some hard times the last few years. But you seem to have everything, right? Did you lose any of... I mean, that place is just a treasure trove of baseball history. Pitch to Brown is a ground ball to Lorkey over to first, and that will retire the side. Jim Albright's Japanese baseball research is housed there now. So, we go to the bottom of the 10th, and Don Newcomb takes the hill. Don has only been up from Brooklyn for about 2 weeks. He's made 2 starts. This is his first appearance out of the pen. He will be the Rookie of the Year in 1949. He's 23 years old. Fastball at 89 and a fly ball pitcher. His last start came 2 nights ago against the Braves. 8 1/3 innings. 9 hits. 4 runs all earned. He walked 1 and struck out 12, which drew some positive attention his way. So overall, 17 1/3 innings, 19 hits, 2 homers, 7 runs, 6 earned, walked 3 and struck out 19. Yeah, it is the perfect in-between. On one hand, you got the MLB.com message boards, and the other end on the Baseball Think Factory, which is more sabermetrics. So, baseballfever.com. Mize is 0 for 3 with a walk. 6-6. Now, Red Sox fans in his yard picking up sticks so they don't get caught in the snowblower. Mize line drive to Robinson, 1 out. If Brooklyn should bat in the 11th for Rillo, Robinson, and Hodges. Cooper is 0 for 3, has walked and struck out. Ground ball to third. Mixus stays in the ballgame. Throws to first for the out. Some of the best reading on old historical teams is on Baseball Fever. Take the time to go through the Brooklyn Dodgers section. Bill Rigney is 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, and scored, and drawn a walk. Kozlo on deck. Up the middle, Reese over to Hodges, and we're going to go to the 11th inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 11th, it's still 6-6. Here's Ferrillo. Carl 1 for 5. He is singled and driven in a run. There's a ground ball to Rigney over to first for the out. No, we play these games out. This is not minor league baseball. I believe you get the rules right for this year. No extra innings with runners on base. Jackie Robinson is 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and a stolen base. 3 singles. Kozlo, 2 hits through 2 1/3. Robinson into right. Marshall, 2 out. So Kozlo's spot, Lorky and Lockman in the 11th. And with nobody on, I'm tempted to bet Kozlo because he's a starter anyway. Here's Hodges. The red sign D. Gordon. Nope. Oh yeah, that Ted. Why did I look at that and say Father Ted? How you doing, IU Mike? Pitch to Hodges is a line drive to short. Lorky's there, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 11th here at the Polo Grounds. 1st to 2, 6-6. So Kozlo, well, wouldn't this be a Mendoza moment, eh? He already has 1 home run on the year. He's hitting .222 with a solo shot. Newcomb in his 2nd inning of work. And then the top of the lineup for the Giants. Pitch to Kozlo. Strike 3. Newcomb nuked him. Yep. Klozewski was a tight end on Indiana University's only undefeated football team in 1945. Wow, I did not know that. So Lorky's up. Jack has walked twice, struck out twice, and scored a run. I need a drink. I knew I was doing 2 games, but I didn't realize that the first one was going to go 11. At least. Ground ball, base hit, right side. Clue was the Gronk of his era. Isn't that kind of cool, whether you're a Tampa fan or not, to see Gronkowski with 2 Super Bowl touchdowns last night? Here's Lockman. He's 1 for 4. Drove in a run, scored and walked. He just seems like such a fun guy, doesn't he? Newcomb throws to first, Lorky back. So the winning run is on. 1 out, bottom of the 11th. There's a liner into right field. Ferrillo is there. 2 out. Yes, Gronk has 4 brothers that all look alike. Here's Bobby Thompson. Wouldn't this be a Maldito moment, huh? 1 for 4. He has singled, walked, struck out, driven in a run and scored, and grounded into a double play. Throw to first, Lorky is back. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 11 left on for Brooklyn. Don't be bitter, Mike. 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors, and 8 left on for the Giants. Pitch to Thompson. Here's a liner into right field. I'll drop in front of Ferrillo on the winning run. How you doing, golf guy? Watching hockey and listening to me. Hockey replay started again yesterday, by the way. Habs and Oilers. So Lorky on third. Thompson on first. So the winning run is 90 feet away for Willard Marshall, who was the reason why we're still playing Game 1. He hit a 2-out, 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch to Marshall. That's going to win the ball game. A single in the left field, and Willard Marshall has walked it off. Oh, my pleasure, Mike. So the Giants win the opener of this doubleheader 7-6, and there won't be 5 guest subs from Lorenzo tomorrow. So 7 runs, 10 hits, 4 errors for the Giants. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Kozlo, 3 innings. For the win, he goes to 3-1. 2 hits, a run, it was earned. Newcomb, his first ever professional or major league loss. Ron's long-winded. Yes, I am. An inning and 2/3, 3 hits, a run, it was earned. And 1 strikeout. That minus stuff and was shorthanded. That's because I cropped the screen. All right, so game 2 in a moment, right here on Retro Sports Network. So Ralph Branca against Clint Hartung. And wouldn't that just be kind of something if Bobby Thompson hit a home run? So the setup for Game 2, the Giants win the opener 7-6 of this Memorial Day doubleheader. And they will run out Clint Hartung, who was 1-6 on the year. Meanwhile, the Dodgers run out Ralph Branca and lucky number 13. So Dodgers looking for a split. For the moment, they are 4 back of Philadelphia and St. Louis, while the Giants remain 2 back, and we'll go through all the doubleheader action after Game 2. But if you're ready, I'm ready, and we'll be both ready together in about 30 seconds right here on Retro Sports Network. As soon as I can find the mouse. Oh, there it is. Well, let's tell you about Clint Hartung. Floppy. Wow. What a nickname. You have rabbits? Yep. Suck. Gotta work that Gatorade. Hartung is 26 years old. He's a fastball pitcher and a flyball pitcher at 85. Went 4 innings against the Phillies. 4 hits. 4 innings, 3 hits. 1 run, it was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. 64 innings for Clint. 60 hits allowed, 3 homers, 34 runs in total, 31 earned runs. He has walked 36 and struck out 18. He is 1-6 with a 4.36 ERA. And remember, in 1949, Vin Scully is still a Giant fan. In fact, he might be tucked into one of those bleachers out in center field, rooting for his hometown New York Giants. Of course, comes across one of those bridges. He's from the Bronx, and you can see the Bronx out there in center field with Yankee Stadium in the background. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, Dave and I like doing in the deep dives of specific sports available games, like the recent football one. Too short. You know, usually people tell us we run too long. 2 hours would not be too long. I'll let them know. Anyway, here's a lineup to face Hartung in Game 2. Pee Wee Reese leads off at short. Spider Jorgensen at third will bat second. Duke Snyder moves up to third for game 2. He's in center field. Jackie Robinson cleans up at second. Gene Hermansky is in left. He'll bat fifth. Johnny Hopp in right will bat sixth. No Ferrillo in game 2. Gil Hodges will bat seventh and play first. Roy Campanella gets both ends of the doubleheader behind the plate. And Ralph Branca, who should throw about 135, will bat ninth. Lockman in left for the Giants in game 2. Thompson and Marshall, the outfield, the same ratings as it's been for the last hour. Gordon, Lorky, Rigney, and Mize, same infield. Livingston is a 2 and a 3 behind the plate, and Hartung is an 8 on the mound with a 9.57. So, we sent the interns to work. Pee-wee at 286, 4 homers and 27 RBIs. We get ready for game 2. And there's a line drive to Lorky, 1 out. And that brings up Spider, an attractive young man, 270, no homers, and 2 RBI. Game 41 for the Dodgers. They are now 21 and 19. Game 42 for the Giants. They are now 24 and 17. There's a liner in the right field. Marshall will pick it up. And that's the first hit. So Duke Snyder had a homer in game 1. Now at 280, 7 homers and 23 RBI. Got him. A full count fastball right down Broadway, 2 out. Now here's Jackie Robinson. We should be taping Wednesday afternoon. Robinson at 392. 3 homers and 28 RBI. Dave is feeling better. Pitch to Jackie. Popped up left side. Gordon has it to retire the side. No runs. No hit and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first in game 2. It's the Dodgers. Nothing. Here come the Giants. And so here's Ralph Branca. Ralph is 0-6 on the year with a 6.33 ERA. He is 23 years old. Flyball plus pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 91. In real life, he went 13-5. He last pitched against the Pirates on the 24th. 7 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs all earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 3. Drew a no decision against the Pirates. The Giants beat him, by the way, on the 28th of April. 8 runs, 5 earned. So overall, 54 innings, 61 hits, 42 runs, 38 earned. He walked 40 and struck out 26. Ironically, he struck out more than he walked on the real year. Jack Lorky leads it off in game 2 at short. Waddy Lockman in left will bat second. Sid Gordon at third will bat third. Johnny Mize will clean up in game 2 at first. Marshall in right will bat fifth. Thompson, who is still your Maldito mystery star of the game at center field, will bat sixth. Bill Rigney at second will bat seventh. Mr. Livingston, I presume, will catch and bat eighth. And Clint Hartung, who threw 16 pitches for the Giants in the first, will bat ninth. Changes defensively for the Dodgers. Hermansky a 4 and a 6 in left. Hopp a 4 and a 3 in right. Jorgensen a 3 at third. And Branca is a 2 with a 9.13 fielding percentage. So if you like the fielding in game 1 for the the Dodgers, not going to like it so much in game 2. Lorky at 315, 4 homers and 14 RBI. Into center field, Snyder rides the Schwinn, 1 out. No, we started at 7. So in game 1 went 11 innings. And the Giants won it 7-6. So here's Lockman. How you doing, Jamie? Now a 13-game hitting streak, 274. 6 homers and 22 RBI. Yep, game 1 went long. Mike used to laugh at guys that watch fishing shows. Now here I am. Well, you know, we're here to entertain. That's what it's all about. Pitch to Lockman. There's a fly ball to left. Hermansky's there. 1 out. Hey, if you can't get enough of the Brooklyn Dodgers, tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, they will host the St. Louis Cardinals in a big one at Ebbets Field. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, Jamie. So prime time tonight for the doubleheader. Daytime tomorrow for the Dodgers and the Cardinals. Red Sox and Indians, prime time Wednesday night. And then I believe it's St. Louis and Boston, National League, Thursday at lunch. Gordon at 296, 12 homers and 33 RBI. 2 out, no score. Into right field, Hop will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the second in game 2, no score. So Gene Hermansky at 292, 2 homers and 4 RBI. I've not done fishing. I have a fishing game. I haven't installed it. Pitch to Hermansky. There's a liner in the right field. Marshall will pick it up. And that's the second hit for the Dodgers. Here's Johnny Hop. Don't expect miracles here. Of course I do. Johnny went 0 for 14 in real life. Runner goes. Ground ball to Rigney, so the hit and run was on. They throw out Hop at first, and Hermansky moves to second. 1 out for Hodges at 329, 5 homers, and 27 RBI. In the left field, Lockman will go back, but make the catch. Hermansky tags and goes to third, 2 out for Campanella. Roy at 270, 8 homers, and 26 RBI. Weather for game 2, 73 degrees. The wind's still blowing out to center, but now it's 6. On a Chamber of Commerce day in the borough of Manhattan. There's a base hit in the left field. Dodgers draw first blood in game 2. Lorky dove but couldn't get there, and that's an RBI for Campanella. So that brings up Ralph Branca. He is an 0 for lucky 13, but he does have an RBI and a run scored. And he draws a walk his 4th of the year. So Hartung was also manager for the Giants, wasn't he? First 9 and 32 pitches, an inning and 2/3. 3 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Reese is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Popped up, right side. Mize into foul territory, and that will retire the side. Dodgers strand 2 in the second. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0 Brooklyn. So Mize, game 1's hero Marshall, and Thompson here in the second. Mize now at 297, 8 homers, and 30 RBI. In the right field, Hop will make the catch, 1 out. So Marshall tied the game with a 2-run shot in the bottom of the 9th and won the game in the 11th. So at 364, 3 homers, and 25 RBI. Liner to Hodges, who makes the catch for the second out. Here's Bobby Thompson, our Maldito mystery player of the game. 329, 8 homers, and 43 RBI. Brinko winds and deals. Into center field, Snyder will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So the Giants go down in order. After 2, it's 1-0 Brooklyn. The late Mario Cuomo once joked that his co-owner in his fantasy baseball league had the worst judgment of any talent scout since the guy who signed Clint Hartung. And Jamie says, it's crazy that any team could have signed Robinson, Campanella, and Newcomb. What a boost they were for the Dodgers. Of course, no draft. Unless it's a Rheingold. Don't forget, you can time the 10-minute head. Go get a Rheingold today. Rheingold, the dry beer. Spider Jorgensen singled his first time up. And just for completeness, it was Ballantyne at Yankee Stadium and Schaefer at Ebbets Field. Pitch to Jorgensen is a base hit into right field. Getting back to Hartung, not entirely fair for Cuomo to say that, since everyone tried to sign him. A pitcher-hitter combo who hit tape measure homers and led his high school team to a championship. Scouts thought he was the next Babe Ruth. Even the guy that signed Hartung knew those three were major league talent. Yeah, I think Hartung was from Texas. Where did he manage? That's how I know him. Spider has no speed. He's me on the bases. Here's Snyder. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. Hartung's lone strikeout. Make it 2. An 0-2 looking at 85, and there's one out for Jackie Robinson, who's 0 for 1. Hartung delivers. Popped up. Livingston. We'll watch that go foul. Hits the screen, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. With one out. Pitch to Robinson. There's a ground ball to Lorkey. Rigney for 1. Over to Mize. That's 2. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Dodgers. I thought Hartung managed at one point, but I'm being told that he didn't. In retirement, Hartung was asked if he was better as a hitter or a pitcher, and his response was, neither. Here's Rigney. Bill at 323. 3 homers and 15 RBI. Rigney, a slow roller to Reese on the grass over to Hodges, and he beat it out. That was a bang-banger all the way. And that's the first hit for the Giants here in Game 2. That brings up Mickey Livingston, I presume. 240, 3 homers, and 11 RBI. Branca up 1-0 here in Game 2. Got away from Campanella, and Rigney moves to second. That's a wild pitch. So the Giants have the tying run in scoring position. 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Memorial Day 1949. EA Sports The Show as a Jackie Robinson special edition. First time available for the Xbox. No. Hey, we talk about a variety of different things here. In fact, you know what, gang? That might actually be talked about in a Fortnite stream. Pitch to Livingston. There's a base hit up the middle. Rigney will round third. He'll hold. Snyder has a good arm. And with nobody out, you don't want to be the first out. Rigney on third. Livingston on first for Hartung. 2-11, a homer, and 2 RBI. Dodgers playing for the bunt. We're going to swing away here. Livingston has slightly more than no speed. I am thinking of Roy Hartsfield. You are absolutely right. Wow. How the hell did you pull that one out? You're right. But I'd heard of Hartung before. Yeah, never make the first out at home. And always use Head and Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Wow, Brad. Our ESP is clicking, huh? Runners on the corners. Hartung, Hartsfield. Very good. Pitch to Clint. Line drive. Gone. Here's your Maldito moment. That is in the left center field, and the Giants have a 3 spot on the board. Talk about a Babe Ruth moment. It's 3-1 New York on a 3-run homer by the pitcher, Clint Hartung. That was a no-doubter right off the bat. And the Giants are now in a position to sweep. Brings up Lorky, who's 0 for 1. So Branca now, first 9 and 32 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits, and a 3-run homer by the pitcher. That's pretty good, huh? Lorky's 0 for 1. In the left, Hermansky has it for the out, 1 away. Neither it is. There you go. Hondo Hurricane, maybe a new season favorite. That's a good name. Here's Lockman. Whitey's 0 for 1. 13-game hitting streak. Extended that in the 9th of game 1. Got him. Branca's swing. Got him to swing and miss on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Tipped in the glove of Campanella. Here's Gordon. Sid is 0 for 1. Giants trying to get to 25 and 17. Got him. So Branca, after the strikeout, got 2 strikeouts. A 2-2 fastball right down Broadway looking. But 3 runs on a homer by Hartung. After 3-1. Sid Gordon still with us? I found a Facebook group, by the way, that every day will list the oldest ball player born, still alive. Oh no, okay. On that given day. Which is kind of cool because obviously it's not always stars. It'll be Hermansky, Hop, and Hodges. Oh, Flash Gordon. Flash! Oh! Hermansky singled and scored. He's 1 for 1. That came in the second. Ball 4. So a walk. Second one given up by Hartung. Here's Hop. He's 0 for 1. Had a hit and run going before. Throw to first. Hermansky is back. Pitch to Hop. Into right field. Marshall. 1 out. For Hodges, Gill is 0 for 1. There's a liner to right. Marshall's there. 2 out. For Campanella, who singled and drove home Hermansky in the second. For the lone Dodger run. There's a line drive left field. Lockman going back. Campanella has homered. And we are tied at 3. So Campy took advantage of that line. It's his 9th of the year, and it's 3-3. So Hartung will hang his head. And that brings up Branca, who walked his first time up. Got him. He swings and misses at a 78-mile-an-hour curve. But Campanella's 2-run homer. John, I was wondering if you were still here. He's playing a game from 91. Dodgers get 2 in the inning on it. The homer by Campy and no errors. Bottom 4, 3-3. So Mize, Marshall, and Thompson to face Branca here in the bottom of the 4th. And if you were here from the start, like John and Tribe fan, give yourself a cookie. You've been here an hour and 43 minutes. My goodness. So Mize is 0 for 1. Yeah, you could squeeze in a 49 doubleheader in the same time that a 91 game would have taken. Pitch to Mize is ball 4. And that brings up Willard Marshall, who's 0 for 1. So a shiny new ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Cracked my knuckle. L. Pitch to Marshall. Into right field. Hop going back along the line. Makes the catch for the out. Mize will hold. So Elvis joins us. Here's Thompson. He's 0 for 1. Giants win game 1 in 11, 7-6. And in game 2, Roy Campanella's homer just tied the ball game at 3. Clint Hartung, a 3-run shot for the Giants in the 3rd. Thompson into center field. Snyder has it for the out. 2 away for Bill Rigney. So noontime tomorrow, Cardinals and Dodgers. Prime time on Wednesday. Red Sox and Indians. And then the lunchtime game on Thursday, I think, is St. Louis and the Braves. Rigney singled and scored on the Hartung homer in the 2nd. 2 out, bottom of the 4th. Yep. Justin Pedroia retiring after being injured for a while. 37 years old. Rigney ground ball to 3rd. Jorgensen just on the grass. Bang, bang, throw. Not in time. Pedroia, one of those players that would be, what's one of those names that you can use in public? Like a craphead or something like that. But he was ours. A spark plug. Here's Livingston. Mickey has singled his first time up and scored. Yep, David Wright. Talk about a career that was robbed. Captain America. Pitch to Livingston is a fly ball to left, and that ball is gone. That hits the Chesterfield slide in left center field. Rigney will score. It's 6-3 on the 3-run shot. And so there is no such thing as a shutdown inning in this game, is there? So Mize and Rigney score on the home run. Yeah, Earl Weaver. Well, he certainly bought enough of the Chesterfield product, didn't he? So 6-3 New York. 2 out in the bottom of the 4th for Clint Hartung, who hit the other 3-run homer in the 3rd. Full pack, for sure. So Hartung now has 2 homers and 5 RBI. Got him. He swings and misses at a 1-2 changeup for strike 3. But Livingston with a 3-run bomb gives the Giants back the lead. It's now 6-3. So Hartung threw 18 batters, 61 pitches, 4 innings, 5 hits. The homer to Campanella, it's a 3rd 3-run homer of the ball game. No, Campy's was a 2-run shot. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. And there's a liner to right. Marshall's there, 1 out. For Spider Jorgensen, who's 2 for 2. He has singled twice. Hartung deals. Ground ball to Lorky at short over to first for the out. So Hartung has acquitted himself quite well. Here's Snyder. He has struck out the Duke of Flatbush twice. There's a long drive to right, and that's gone. So Homer Palooza continues. That's Snyder's 8th of the year and 2nd of the day. He hit 1 in game 1. And let's see this one. It's not Pee-wee. Elvis says, give me a bet. Give me a bet. So that'll bring up Jackie Robinson, who's 0 for 2 in game 2. 6-4 Giants. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. They've left on 3. Giants, 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and they haven't left anybody on. That's efficient. Pitch to Robinson. There's a liner in the right to Marshall, who will make the catch. 268, I think it said. Halfway home here in Game 2. The Giants looking to sweep. They're up 6-4. One of the things that Twitch recommends you do is stream for a couple hours at a time. I don't know how you talk that long. I'm almost out of Gatorade. If you joined us late for Game 2, well, Game 1, the Giants won 7-6 and 11. Game 2, Roy Campanella, an RBI single to make it 1-0 in the second. Then Clint Hartung, his second of the year, a 3-run bomb to make it 3-1 Giants. In the fourth, the Dodgers tied the ball game as Roy Campanella with a 2-run blast to make it 3-3. Mickey Livingston, a 3-run shot to left center, made it 6-3 Giants in the fourth. And then Duke Snyder just a moment ago, a solo shot to make it 6-4. So this has not been a pitcher's duel. Branca, 5-hitter through 4. All 6 runs are earned. Clint Hartung, 6-hitter through 5 and 4 earned runs. Only 3 walks in this game so far. Did I know that Joe Adcock and Lou Brock were the only players who homered into the center field bleachers at the Polo Grounds? That's a poke and a half. It's 483 out to the monument. I wouldn't have guessed either. Here's Lorky. He's 0 for 2. Branca, 18 batters, 74 pitches, 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 homers, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Oh, you want some Carson? I did not know that. Ed, did you know that?
No, sir. I did not know that.
Pitch to Lorky. Got him. 4 strikeout for Branca. He swings and misses on an 0-2 curve. Ed didn't know anything, except for Budweiser. Here's Whitey Lockman. He's 0 for 2. Still looking to get that hitting streak up to 14. Oh, I like Andy. You leave Andy alone. Whitey is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's a fly ball shallow left. Hermansky comes in. And there's 2 out. Here's Gordon. Sid is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Yes, he is. Not much little about Andy Richter. Pitch to Gordon. There's a fly ball to right. Hop moves over in the corner. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the 6th. It's 6-4 New York. So Hartung and Branca going out of here. Hermansky, Hop, and Hodges. Gene singled and walked. He's 1 for 1. Starts the 6th. Popped up. Lorky by the bag at second. For the, I think you're right, John, that Roger Maris owned a Budweiser distributor after he retired. I'm sure that was some pretty good money, too. You can't go wrong selling beer. Johnny Hop is 0 for 2. Popped up. Mize, 2 out. Here's Hodges. Gill is 0 for 2. If the Mets played at the Polo Grounds today for 81 games, how many home runs would they hit during a season? And would DeGrom refuse to pitch there? We're considering now it's a housing project. Bagley's rookie year was 1950. I keep wanting Leo to bring in Barber to give the Dodgers a shave. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, and retired ball players did make good sales reps. Well-spoken, and Maris was well-spoken. Pitch to Hodges. Strike 3. A curve at the belt, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Bottom 6, 6-4 Giants. So Mize, Marshall, and Thompson. Mize scored on a walk and is 0 for 1. And it's true, polo was never played at the Polo Grounds. Maris was best friends with Whitey Herzog. Weren't they in Kansas City together? Oh, if it was a viable stadium? I don't know. Fact. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, there'd be a lot. There'd be a lot. You imagine if Mantle had played at the Polo Grounds? Here's a great trivia question, okay? Mize is ready. There's a ground ball, base hit, all the way to the wall. That's a 9-iron there. Snyder got a bad jump, and Mize is on with a double. What actor played in Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Superman, Batman, and Flash Gordon? Well, I know Harrison Ford played in 2. That's a good one. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Here's Marshall. He's 0 for 2. Mize on second. Ground ball up the middle. Robinson snares it. Throws to first for the out. Mize will move to third. One out here in the 6th, and the Giants are looking for an insurance run. Here's Thompson. Our Maldito surprise player of the game. Got him! A 2-2 just below the belt. For strike 3, that's 5 for Branca. William Hootkins. I have no idea who in the heck that is. Jamie says, I wonder how many homers in the Polo Grounds also took away. How many homers the Polo Grounds also took away? It got deep fast. William Hootkins was one of the pilots in Star Wars. Okay. I'd recognize him. I probably not, but someone would. Here's Rigney. He is 2 for 2 in game 2. Has singled twice and scored twice. Mize on third. 2 out. 6-4. Bottom 6. Giants lead. Ground ball to third. Spider throws to Hodges, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and they leave their first runner of the game on. After 6, Hartung gives me the fatigue warning. Really? 6-4 Giants. Branca, Campanella, not in that order, and Reese for the Dodgers here in the 7th. Roy has 3 of the 4 Dodger RBIs. Yeah, I don't know who's pitching in these games. Elvis listening to his Milwaukee Braves, and Spani was pitching against the Mets in the early 60s. And you can remember Earl Gillespie making the call of a pop-up down the line and left that drifted into the seats for a 2-run homer. It's not although it's a short wall distance-wise, that fence looks to be about 10 feet. Brad used to play disc golf at Preacher Row Park in West Plains, Missouri. And for all you do, this bud's for you. Pitch to Campy is a base hit into right. So Roy is 3 for 3. Let's see what they do with Branca. Has walked and struck out. Pitch count-wise, he's fine. On the wrong end of a 6-4 decision. Hartung looking for his second win of the year. Branca stays and walks. And so the go-ahead run is Reese. Pee Wee 0 for 3. Hartung threw 27 batters, 6 innings, 94 pitches. That's 6+ now. 7 hits, 2 homers. He's walked 3 and struck out 4. Into center field. Thompson going back. Makes the catch. Campanella will tag. He goes to third. 1 out. And runners on the corners for Jorgensen. Favorite old-time park, and I'm assuming that we're talking one that's not open. So I won't be cheap and say Fenway. Now, pre-1960s. I've always been partial to this one. It's very quirky. If Mr. Forsberg is back, or still with us, I'm sure he'd say Tiger Stadium. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is follower 167. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Jorgensen is 2 for 3. Has singled twice. This time around, a ground ball to Rigney. A try for 2. Lorky for 1. Mize for 2. And so the run does not score. Stretch time 6-4. Griffith, which is now a hospital in Washington. That's a good one. Ebbets, yeah, that's a classic one. Forbes Field was the first one to use steel in its construction. Left field height, I'm assuming we're talking here at the Polo Grounds, was 17 and right was 11. I don't think anyone's going to say Arlington Stadium. Just putting it out there. Livingston is 2 for 2. He has homered in a 3-run homer to make it 6-3 at the time. Giants. And singled. Pitch to Livingston is popped up left side. Pee-wee's there. 1 out. Here's Hartung. We'll leave him in the game. Colt Stadium in Houston. That has actually been reassembled in Mexico. Or it was for a while. Had to spray from the mosquitoes there. Built in the parking lot of the future Astrodome. Hartung, a 3-run homer to make it 3-1 in the third. Brancadilles. Popped up right side. Hodges in the foul territory, and that will be caught. So 2 out for Lorky. Branca threw 27 batters. I'm surprised Brad didn't say Crossley Field. 105 pitches, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, the 2 homers, a walk and 5 strikeouts. Interstate kind of ruined that place. There's a great shot from an Astros game of Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon, putting one out on the I-70. And you can literally watch the ball bounce off the highway. Pitch to Lorky is a ground ball to Hodges for the out. And that will retire the side. No runs. No hits, no errors. Hartung coming out to pitch the 8th. 6-4 Giants. So Snyder, Robinson, and Hermansky. Duke, 1 for 3. 2 homers on the day, 1 in each game. And struck out twice. Baker Bowl and Tony Lasorda too, but traded for left-handed power hitters hit against that short right field wall. Of course, Baker Bowl, besides being a home run haven, had the big old Lifebuoy ad in right field. I mean, Clint Hartung, by the way, wow, was the runner on third on the shot heard around the world. Willie Mays was on deck for that. Snyder draws a walk to start the 8th, and the tying run is Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 3 in Game 2 with a grounded into Grounded into a double play. Into right field, but Marshall's there. One out. Speaking of Ralph Branca and his lucky number 13. Here's Hermansky. He is 1 for 2. Has singled, walked, and scored twice. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. They've left 4 on so far. Giants, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors in Game 2. And 1 runner left. Hartung pinch ran for Muller, who slid into third and sprained his ankle. Pitch to Hermansky, ball 4. Hodges started, I think, after the war. He certainly went to San Francisco, and I think he passed away after the 71 season, so he did 13 years in San Francisco. He would be working with one Ernest Harwell, who never stood there like a barn on the side of the road. See what they do with Hop here. He's 0 for 3. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Or House. Stood there like a house on the side of the road. Six-4 Giants. Top of the 8th. Tommy Brown will pinch hit. And that'll do it for Mr. Hartung. Can't use Kozlow. I can't use Larry Jansen. I can use Sheldon Jones. And we will. So Sheldon Jones comes in to pitch. 6-2 on the year. It's his first relief appearance. His nickname is Available. 27 years old, fastball pitcher at 85 and a standard pitcher. Went a complete game yesterday against the Phillies and won 9 innings, 4 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 5. 79 overall, 73 hits, 5 homers, 34 runs, 30 earned, 22 walks, and 35 strikeouts. Friends in Canada would say out in a boat around the house. Good one, eh? Yeah, yep. So runners, the tying run is on first, and the go-ahead run is Brown at the plate. 5 for 13, 385. A homer and 2 RBI, and I'm sure, Jamie, that you're right. The revelation the last few years of sign stealing hurt the friendship between Branca and Thompson. Yeah, because that really was cheating. Major League Baseball didn't suspend managers, but that was done by flashlight, wasn't it? Line drive into right field. Marshall will pick it up. Snyder will hold, and the Dodgers have him loaded. The bases are indeed full of Brooklyns here in the 8th. Gil Hodges is 0 for 3. So Snyder on third. Hermansky with good speed on second. And Brown, who does not have good speed, on first. Pitch to Hodges. Base hit, left center field. Snyder scores. Hermansky ties the game. Brown, the go-ahead run, is on third, and it's 6-6. So Jones, pitching on really short rest, hasn't retired a batter. He's allowed 2 hits. It's only murder if you get caught, Jamie says. Here's Campanella. He is 3 for 3. He had that 2-run homer in the 4th. Horace Stoneham is on the phone. He said, do it. He's not available. Runner goes, and Hodges will steal second. So Brown, the go-ahead run on third. Hodges, the insurance run on second. Campanella has a 1-strike count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And so they're loaded for Ralph Branca. Hey, he's not available to me. Brad's giving me a hard time. He led the NL in ERA in 50. You think he's not ready in 49? This is an OOTP. I can't do that. Technically you can, yes, but that would go against this being an as-played replay. Branca has walked twice and struck out once. He's 0 for 1. Hits a fly ball to left. That should score Brown. Lockman will get it. Brown will try and score. Lockman's throw is not in time. And so it's 7-6, Brooklyn. That was close. There was a tag, but it was late. Brings up Pee Wee Reese, who's 0 for 4. Pitch to Pee Wee. Ball 4. He would have been, if he's with the Giants, he would have been in Milwaukee in 1949, right? Wasn't that their AAA team? Where's the relief? There isn't much. And I used Kozlow in game 1. Here's Jorgensen. He's 2 for 4. The Brewers, yep. Singled twice and grounded into a double play. Base is still loaded. Jorgensen into right field. Marshall will grab that, and that will retire the side. But the Dodgers get 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 7-6 Brooklyn. Oh, Katie wants a kiss. So Lockman, Gordon, and Mize to face Branca here in the bottom of the 8th. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. And they've left on 7. The Giants, 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors, and they've only left on 1. Lockman struck out. He's 0 for 3. Pitch from Branca. There's a base hit left field. Hermansky will pick it up, and Lockman's hitting streak is now 14 games. Here's Sid Gordon. He's 0 for 3. Bagley was pitching in Canada in 1949. MLB banned him. Now, why was that? I got to sneeze. Hold on. And so we'll show you the kitty trying to settle in there. Sal was in the Mexican League. He jumped in 46, the year that they offered guys a lot of money to do so, and there was probably some hurt feelings with that, and so he's pitching in Canada. Sid Gordon is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 7-6 Dodgers. Ball 4. And that brings up Johnny Mize. Johnny has a double, a run scored, signed a couple autographs, and a walk. He's 1 for 2. Dodgers guarding the lines. No double defense. Branca and Campanella have a word. Ralph deals. Popped up. Infield fly roll is called. Jorgensen is there. 1 out. Willard Marshall, the hero from Game 1, 0 for 3 in Game 2, tied the game with a 2-run shot in the bottom of the 9th with 2 out, and then won the game with a base hit in the 11th. This time around, he draws a walk. Yep, contract jumping could get you banned. So the Giants have him loaded, 1 out for Bobby Thompson. Bobby is struck out. He's 0 for 3. Dodgers play the infield in. Lockman on third. Gordon on second. He would need it hit deep to score. And Marshall on first. Branca's pitch. Got him! A 2-2 fastball swung on and missed. So 2 out for Bill Rigney, who is 2 for 3, has singled twice and scored twice. So Branca, his arm's got to be tired. Livingston on deck. Remember, he hit the 3-run homer to make it 6-3. Rigney up the middle. Reese flips it to Robinson, and the Giants leave him loaded. No runs, 1 hit. 3 left on. We go to the 9th. 7-6 Brooklyn. So Snyder, Robinson, and Hermansky to face Sheldon Jones. Snyder has homered in both ends of the doubleheader. 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in game 2. And he gets hit. Hit him in the ribs. Snyder just smiles as he walks down to first. Ouch is right. Here's Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 4 in game 2. His average has collapsed down to 383. Throw to first. Snyder back. Sheldon's nickname was available. Yep. Ricky Keeler told us why. And I, of course, have drawn a blank on the story. Pitch to Robinson. Foul tips an 0-2 fastball. And stays alive, 0-2. Runner goes. A throw down to Rigney. It's a strike 3. They don't get the double play, so Snyder steals the base. And so that big insurance run again for the Dodgers here in the 9th is in scoring position for Hermansky. He was always available to pitch regardless. That's right. And it was Elvis who said that. Hermansky 1 for 2. He has walked twice and scored 3 times in this one. Base hit right side. Snyder will round third and hold. And runners on the corners for Carl Furillo, who came in the game and right. Furillo at .295, 8 homers and 41 RBI. Can't go with Jansen. He's pitching tomorrow. They will go with Red Webb, who pitched in game 1, his 11th appearance of the year. Went 1 inning, allowed a hit and an unearned run. So overall now 13 1/3 innings. $17 hits, 3 homers, or 1 homer. 8 runs, 6 earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. Yeah, Negro League players. I thought I approved Negro before. That had played in the Mexican League were not viewed favorably to come to the big leagues as well. So Webb double dips. Snyder on third. Hermansky on first. They throw to first, and Hermansky's back. Giants would love to get a double play here. Pitch to Furillo, and they won't. That's a line drive into left. That's going to get past Walkman. Snyder scores. Hermansky scores. Furillo's going to clear the bases with the second triple of the year. And it's 9-6 Brooklyn. With 1 out, and Gil Hodges, who's 1 for 4. Has singled, driven in 2, struck out, and stole a base. Infield is in. Pitch to Hodges is a liner in the center. Thompson is there. Throw to third. Furillo back. I believe the Mexican League played at the same time as MLB, yes. Yeah, so much for the sweep, indeed. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. Here's Campy. He's 3 for 3. Homer, driven in 3. Pitch, line drive to Rigney, and that will retire the side. So, 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 9th of game 2. It's 9-6, Brooklyn. So Mickey Livingston, who hit the 3-run homer in the 4th to make it 6-3, leads it off. Yeah. Winter ball down there, but I think the Mexican League, considered a 4A league, played in the summer. Speaking of Negro League players, in 1949, the Giants kept Ray Dandridge on their AAA team all year. Wow. Pitch to Livingston. There's a base hit into right field. The Giants are not going quietly into that good night. Yeah, they have both winter and summer leagues. The Mexican League didn't affiliate with Major League Baseball until 1955. So, who can hit a tired righty? Not Augie Gallen, my goodness. Bert Haas. 4 for 16 with 2 RBI. That's 250. 9-6. Brooklyn, bottom of the 9th inning, game 2. Got him. That's 7 for Ralph. He's pitched all right. So 36 batters deep, 142 pitches, 8 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 2 home runs, Livingston and Hartung. He has walked 3 and struck out 7. Lorky is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Lockman on deck, and Gordon, should the game reach that long, in the hole. Lorky, line drive to Reese and 2 out. And now we bring back in Jack Banta. Jack, making his 14th appearance, went 2/3 of an inning in game 1. Allowed a hit, a run, it was earned, and struck out a batter. If he had 362 in AAA, the Giants definitely could have used him. 38 2/3 innings for Banta. He still looks like Aubrey Plaza. 36 hits, 18 runs, all earned, 18 walks, and 19 strikeouts. So 2 out. Last chance here. Giants took game 1 7-6. Brooklyn will probably win game 2 9-6. Gordon on deck should the game continue. Banta deals. Liner to Jorgensen, and we got ourselves a split. The Dodgers win this one 9-6. And so Ralph Branca gets his first win of the year. 8 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, the 2 homers. He walked 3 and struck out 7. And Banta gets the save. Yep, the Giants were up 6-3 in the 4th of game 2. Clint Hartung, 7 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs. No problem. Wow, you stayed. It's the 2 hours and 22 minutes. 2 homers, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Campanella is your game 2 MVP. Jones, who pitched before, had 2 good games too. So, let's get to it. We got 6 other doubleheaders to talk about. Has everybody played? I'm F9. All right. So Memorial Day, we start. I'm going to try to read these off. In Washington, the Yankees and Senators playing, and Washington wins the first game 10-4. Masterson 5-1. Tommy Byrne falls to 5-3. Uh-oh. In game 2, the Yankees win the nightcap 5-4. Allie Reynolds goes to 4-3. Hudson 4-3, and Evans 3 for 4 with a double in one of those games. The Yankees walked 13 batters. Cleveland takes the first one against St. Louis 3-2. Zoldak with a win, his first. Garver 2-6. Keltner with his second of the year is 2 for 2 and drives in 2. In game 2, well, they split. St. Louis wins the second one 3-2. Ferris Fannin goes to 1-4. Mike Garcia 1-1. Jerry Pretty 3 for 3 with a double. The Red Sox sweep the A's 11-2 in game 1. Ted Williams 2 homers, 11 on the year, and drives in 5. Joe Dobson goes to 4-3. Marshallton falls to 0-3. In game 2 went 13 innings. Tex Houston 4-0. Chance 3-2. Yes, this is Monday the 30th of May. Bobby Dorr, 4 for 6 with 2 RBI and 2 doubles. Yes. Memorial Day was always on a Monday. Doubleheader. Doubleheader between the Cardinals and the Reds. The Cardinals sweep 13-6 in game 1. Jerry Staley goes to 3-2. Fanovich falls to 2-1. Stan Musial, 4 for 6, his 7th of the year, and 2 RBI in game 1. In game 2, 2 for 5, his 8th of the year, and drove in 2. Howie Pollock gets the win in game 2, 4-1. Lively was not that lively. He falls to 0-2. Pittsburgh sweeps Chicago 3-2 in the first. Rip Sewell goes to 4-2. Rush falls to 1-4. Gustine, 2 for 4 with his 5th in game 1. In game 2, 12 innings, 16-15. Higbee goes to 3-2. Dubiel falls to 1-3. Wally Westlake, 2 homers. He now has 8 on the year. 3 for 7. Let's see. Phillies sweep the Braves 8-5 in game 1. Heinzelman goes to 5-2. Claude Voisel goes to 2-3. Del Ennis, his 7th of the year, 2 for 3 with 4 RBI. In game 2, Philadelphia beats Boston 9-8. Donnelly goes to 1-1. John Antonelli, who pitched for the Braves, falls to 0-3. Andy Semenuk hits his 12th of the year, 3 for 5 with 4 RBI. In the last doubleheader, Detroit beat the White Sox 5-4 in game 1. Hutchinson goes to 3-3. Serkant falls to 2-3. Lippin 3 for 4 with a double. I had to scroll down for just one game. Detroit sweeps Chicago 6-4. Hal Newhouser falls to 3-5. White 2 and 4. Campbell 3 for 4 with 2 RBI. Standings as we say goodnight after 2.5 hours out of this. St. Louis and Philadelphia are tied in the National League. The Giants 3 back. The Dodgers 4.5. It's the Dodgers and Cardinals tomorrow at noon from Brooklyn. Boston 6.5 back. Pittsburgh 7. In the American League, the Yankees are a game and a half up on Washington. Cleveland 6 back. Philly 6.5. Detroit 7. Boston 9. So there you go. Oh, your sister's going for Arizona, and you'll be caring for your mother. All right, so hopefully we'll see you for a week. It was a doubleheader. Dodgers and Cardinals tomorrow at noon. I have no voice left. So thanks for hanging with us for 2.5 hours of baseball action for you. They split. The Giants win game 1. The Dodgers win game 2. And until then, till tomorrow at noon Eastern, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.